Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my distinct honor to invite our guest of honor, His Excellency President S.R Nathan, to address us and to launch the book, please. President, please.
Dr. S. Subramaniam, Minister of Human Resources, Malaysia, Chief Justice Chan Sik Kyong, Professor S. Jayakumar, Mr. George Yu, Mr. J.Y. Pillay, Professor Tommy Ko. The book that I'm about to launch, The Dancing Girl, A History of Early India, is a valuable contribution to scholarship in that it goes back to examine the early history and culture of the early Indian subcontinent. My regret is that Dr. Balaji Sadasivan, who authored this book, is no longer with us. Dr. Sadasivan's untimely death deprived Singaporeans of not only a first-rate neurosurgeon and a committed politician, but also an intellectual whose sense of place and time was inspired by a scholar's love of history. India's long history of cross-cultural interactions, complex philosophical ideas, and multifaceted literary traditions is all well known. To capture the intricacies of Indian history is no easy feat, especially for someone of Indian origin who only sporadically visited his ancestral homeland with its mysteries, its exotic and incomparable history. In his lifetime, despite ailing health, the late Dr. Balaji Sadasivan spent long hours digging into India's ancient history to present the findings of Indian ancient history to the diaspora Indians. This makes his book particularly relevant to the South Asian Diaspora Convention that brings us all together today. Indeed, the theme of the book is an even more pertinent to the nature of this convention because it was written with the South Asian diaspora in mind to open doors of understanding into a shared past that explains why and how South Asia has come to be what it is today. While the past may not necessarily determine the present, it is the past that provides the proper context to understand the present and suggests how the future might evolve. In the case of South Asia, what excites the curiosity and imagination of its people today, living within or outside the region's national borders, is its economic potential. A South Asia that continues to grow and that removes developmental obstacles which will contribute in turn to the fortunes of a resurgent Asia. However, it is important to remember that the rise of Southeast Asia, or South Asia, like that of East Asia, is a civilizational one. The history of their civilization therefore gives us profound insights into why and how they are rising again and the possible road ahead. From this perspective, the book has much to offer to this distinguished audience as it addresses the theme, Resurgent South Asia. Dr. Sadasivan has done us all an invaluable service by describing the early phases of the evolution of South Asian civilization. As you can imagine, this is no easy task, but he embarked on this journey as a labor of love with the rich results that we are enjoying in this book. One important aspect of this book is the discussion of South Asia's contact with the wider world. Dr. Sadasivan's discussion of the topic gained traction from his personal involvement with the Nalanda University initiative. Singapore is playing a key role in this initiative to revive Nalanda University. Dr. Sadasivan was involved intimately in this project and was often praised for his contributions. Let me conclude by thanking Dr. Sadasivan's wife, Mrs. Sadasivan, for her commitment in ensuring the completion of her late husband's work on the book. I also commend the Institute of Southeast Asian Studies, through which the Nalanda Sri Vijaya Center has published a book which is not only informative but visually attractive. Lastly, let me thank ISAS for taking part in this book launch. I am pleased to launch the book. Thank you.
Thank you, President Nathan. Sir, may we please invite you to remain on stage for the launch. May we have the pleasure in inviting Ambassador Gopinath Pillai, Ambassador Kesavapani, and Dr. Maswan Hu to please join His Excellency on stage for the launch, please. By the request of His Excellency, may we invite the children of the late Dr. Balaji to please join us on stage as well, please. President Nathan, sir, on our count of three, please launch Dancing Girl, A History of Early India. If you will, please, sir. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much, Your Excellency President S.R Nathan. May we please invite Dr. Maswan Hu to present the souvenir book to His Excellency President S.R Nathan. Dr. Ma, please. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, please. Thank you, President Nathan. Sir, may we please request for all of our VIPs to remain on stage as I invite Associate Professor Ho Peng Ki, patron of the Children's Cancer Foundation, to receive a $50,000 initial committed donation raised and collected from generous donors to be presented by Ambassador Kesavapani and Dr. Maswan Hu, please. Professor Ho? Thank you very much, Your Excellency. President Nathan, sir, distinguished guests, may we please invite you to remain on stage